What's going on? Welcome to Korean American Expat. And yes, and before I do go off on the topic that I'm going to go off on, just to let you know, I will link the two channels. And some of you were interested in my other channels, so my first and second channels will be linked in the descriptions. So, yeah. Okay, so I was thinking, when I first came, like about 10 years ago, and this is like every guy's or every Westerner thinks about, because, back home in the West, we think about, okay, why does something happen? Why is something not working? And they tell us why, and we're like, okay, we accept the answer. We accept the answer. We're like, okay, yeah, we have a malfunction in the computers. We have a malfunction with the subway. The trains are not going to go off. We have a malfunction of everything. And we get an explanation for it in the West, or especially for us in the United States. We know why. But here in Korea, you're not going to always get the why. So, especially when something like doesn't work, I'm like, and when I first came here, I'm like, why? Where? And they're just like, I don't have an answer. I can't tell you. I was like, you could tell me in Korean. I actually, speak Korean. And they're just like, and I know it's a BS answer. I'm like, okay. And when I first came, I would challenge it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? How come you don't know the infrastructure? Huh? What do you mean the train's not running? What do you mean? I was like very combative about it because, I just got to Korea. And yeah. you, and of course, for example, you know, why can't we use the karaoke room? And they're like, because, and the answer was, well, there was no answer. You just can't use it. I'm like, why? Why can't we use this room? We have like 10 people. Why? And they're like, no, Mozza, you can't use it. That's what they said. And they just can't give a why in a lot of these places. And they're just, following basic directions or the orders from whoever the boss is. So, yeah, so you're not going to get a lot of answers like we do in the West, where, again, why is the infrastructure messed up? Why, again, why the buses are not going? You're not going to get answers like you do in the West. I don't know if they still give the answers in the West, but every time I've asked when I'm in the West, because I do come home once in a while, I go, "Hey, what's the issue with the hotel room?" And they're like, "We're still cleaning it. We're still trying to make sure everything is done right. We're trying to make sure everything is on the go, so when you go in, you're not going to come back down and complain." And they give me those answers. Where, yeah, here in Korea, there is no answer. A lot of things, no answer. If you even get an answer, you should be happy you even got an answer. Yeah, I still laugh about it. And of course, once in a while, if I'm having, like I talked about having a bad day, sometimes I might just go, why? If I'm having like a real bad day, and I'm just like, ah. But most of the times, yeah, there is just no answer to anything. Even if, what is it, my electricity goes out, I'm just like, okay, now I just go, how long is it going to take to get back on? And maybe I'll get an answer. And I'm talking in, sometimes even in Korean, like, 이거 언제, 이거 electricity가 나와 or whatever, and I'm like, okay. Or how long and it's rare that the electricity does go out here in Korea. Now, of course, when I'm in the Philippines, I get a condo with a generator, backup generator, and one time the electricity went out, but I already know, like Philippines, I don't even ask at all. I just go, let's just pray it comes back on. And but yeah, Korea's made it so simple, whereas everything is just on, everything works perfectly, kind of, but you just don't get why it works this way. Uh, why can't I get on the ride? Is it because I'm big, or I don't think I'm bigger than most of the foreigners here, and they again, no answer to that. But that's just a constant surprise you're gonna get here in Korea. There is there is none. There usually is not an answer, and you just gotta figure it out and just go, okay, just roll with the punches. Even if the infrastructure is supposed to be top notch, but there's problems. There's always gonna be problems wherever you go. So you're thinking, okay, my internet gone? Always going to be. So yeah, and they're just not going to give you the answers, and sometimes they might even think, you know, and I know sometimes it's a BS answer. So these days I'm just like, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, that means. But but one thing I like is like they at least, like if there is a problem, like the electricity is gonna go out or something, or just like my phone service is out, they usually deliver. Actually, they kind of just say it might be out 3 days, your phone service, and then they'll have it up in one day or like that night. So they usually, you know, under deliver and over promise, and they, instead of over I'm sorry, they usually just tell you more days, and then they really deliver within a day. So that's the thing with Korea. And of course, those that have been to the Philippines, you're just like, okay, I got no electricity. Time to go to the barangay. That's how it is. So, yeah. But, again, going back, some of those, sometimes even the major stuff, you're just like, nope. And, of course, if I'm ever in that situation now, you guys probably don't know. I think back in 2014, the Sewa ferry disaster happened. I'm not gonna sit there and listen to the captain and go why, because after that incident, I'm gonna be trying to get topside, get my life jacket, and I'm gonna row, and I'm like, yo, if you're my homies, row with me. If not, I'm saving myself. So row. Don't trust this, man. Don't trust the captain in this case. But again, if you do get an answer, cool. Maybe once in a blue moon we'll get an answer. But majority of times, don't expect an answer. Don't give it. Don't stop even like trying to overanalyze why. Don't even overanalyze how is this supposed to go and how is this conductor and stuff. Actually, probably the why questions I get is when I'm actually like working somewhere as an English teacher, like maybe at the Korail station, and then they'll give me all the whys, like why does this train drop and why does the brakes go out? He goes, it's because of this. So I was like, oh, okay. Don't give me that why. But most of the times, yeah, it's just gonna be, you're just running in circles like I'm doing right now with this video. I'm running in circles, you're running in circles. And then you just gotta just maneuver it and just deal with it and go, okay, whoa, yep. So, yeah, you just gotta roll with the punches. So, it is what it is. I got used to it by now. Sometimes when I don't, hopefully it's not like a severe, question about something, then I'll be like, okay. But if it's like minimal, I'm just like, yeah, let's just roll with it, go with it. So yeah, so that's just something to think about. So if you come to Korea and you're trying to like always go, well, I need to know why and I need to know this. Nah, not gonna happen. You're lucky if you even get an answer. Just pray, just sit there and go, praise the Lord, I got an answer. That's all you can do. So yeah. All right. So if any of you enjoyed any of this or sat through me and dealt with this, yeah, subscribe and comment about your experiences in your country or wherever you go. So go ahead, put it in the comments, talk about it, and then I'll check whenever I get a chance to check on the 3 channels and work. So yeah. All right. So yep, everyone, take care, peace out, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Peace.